Hi, I just wanted to share a little experience that I had earlier this week. I am, unfortunately, as possibly many others are too, in the habit of getting up and going to the loo in the night once and sometimes even twice. And I do think that this is a habit. And there can be reasons. I've just had a bit of a quick Google look now, and there can be a range of reasons as to why you might be getting up in the night and going to the bathroom. But the indications are is that we actually are all capable of sleeping through the night without needing to get up and go to the bathroom. So that's a whole nother area of information, and I'll look into that another time. But what I wanted to talk about was that most of the time when I get up and I go to the loo, I go back to bed and I go back to sleep. But there's the odd time when the brain just kicks in and I don't get back to sleep. And that happened to me a couple of nights in a row this week. And so I was just curious to kind of do a little bit of tapping around that, because I think what kicks in for me, and I think this is very much, part and parcel of what kicks in when we just don't sleep well generally at night, is that, you start to have a bit of a reaction to the fact that you didn't manage to get back to sleep last night. So then, of course, it more readily happens again the next night, because you have this kind of reaction to, gosh, I hope it doesn't happen to me again tonight. The thoughts and the emotions start to kind of form a little bit of a pattern around that, and it starts to then make you a little bit more, just maybe concerned. Might not be made particularly high level, but just enough to then activate you, so that the next night then you get up to go to the loo and you're already, very conscious of the fact that, this happened last night and I wasn't able to get back to sleep last night. I wonder if I'm going to be able to, and just the pure act of thinking these thoughts when you get up to go to the loo that next night is enough to activate you back into more fully awakeness and, being in that more sort of heightened place where it's going to be hard for you then to switch that brain back off again and drop back into sleep. So you can see how easily it just kind of, turns into this vicious cycle, even at a minor level. And even though, I've come through my sleep struggle, to a large extent in many different ways, I still find that I'm susceptible to that kind of thing happening. So, hence I had that experience one night at the beginning of the week. So then it repeated itself the next night, and I think the night after as well. So, and then before you know it, you've had 2-3 nights with not enough sleep. So I just wanted to share that and say, that's not uncommon. And what made the difference was that I was able to tap through just very quickly and easily what came up for me when I kind of woke and I was on the loo and my brain's starting to kind of think those thoughts, and I'm having to have that little response. I could feel that little bit of concern or anxiety in my tummy. And so just doing some very simple tapping through that allowed me to then just kind of get to a place of, it's just life. It happens. And, if I can't get back to sleep, then I'm just going to put my light on anyway and just read a book or watch some Netflix or whatever. So, kind of got to that place of very quickly not even worrying about it anymore. And so then, voila, it wasn't an issue for me. And, I got up last night to go to the loo, and I went back to sleep because it didn't trigger that reaction. It didn't trigger that even mild level of concern. So I just wanted to share that. And I think we get into these habits, and it's the trick of breaking those habits, or breaking the cycle of something before it turns into a habit. So I hope that's helpful. And for those who experience night waking, I am going to come back and address that a little bit further at another video post. Thanks.